Yer, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Orlando, aka King Smitty, and we're back on my trading journey. And I just want to let y'all know my portfolio year to date. It's only been 2 weeks so far. I'm beating S&P 500 threefold in returns. But before we get started, first things first. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil. For real. And if you haven't noticed, it is playoff Saturday, and it was always the Jags. We in here about to make some waves for sure. But stick around with me though and see what I got going on in my portfolio. Why we up so big? Just a little recap. So, looking at my portfolio, the S&P 500, let's start off there, is only up roughly 4.5% year to date. My portfolio is up 16% year to date, and it has only been 2 weeks in the year so far. Average return for the S&P 500 is 8%. I'm already up double the average return for the S&P 500. So, what's going on? How did it do that? Before we get too deep in the video, go ahead and like and subscribe for your boy. But the real way I got this is averaging down. The power of averaging down is real. So I've been averaging down and filling up my positions in, like I said, Tesla before and Google, mainly just trying to get those two big dogs solidified for that next bull run. I'm set. After I get those positions filled out, I am going to work my way to filling out my Apple position, as well as in this portfolio, I believe it's going to be Disney. But I also need, go towards my little growth stocks a little bit, get those running and get those ready for the next bull run. And let's see what's going on and why my portfolio is up so big year to date. I'm going to share my screen really fast. Okay. And yes. So first, like I said, I'm filling out my position for Tesla, my big dog. One of my main portfolio movers is Tesla. And you can see in the last 5 trading days, it is up 1.7%. You can see from its lows of the week, it's up 5% from the lows of last week. So, and that happened on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, my portfolio got a nice little bump, nice little boost from Tesla. And I feel like every day of the week, I had a different stock, like boost my portfolio up to a new level. And that's another thing, diversification. I don't have all my plays in one sector. I don't have all my money in one stock. I diversify, so that way I'm not overweighted in a category. You feel me? So if EVs are down, my whole portfolio is not going to drop that bad. But yeah, so you can see that, and let's see what's going on with Tesla. Tesla cuts vehicle prices in bid to boost flag demand. And it says right here, with sales slowing, we all know these rate hikes and the economic situation our country is in. Stock prices tumbling. Tesla slashed prices dramatically Friday on several versions of its electric vehicles, making some of the models eligible for the new federal tax credit that can help spur buyers' interest. So when they slash the prices and put it into that level where they can receive tax credits, more people are likely to buy it at that point, because now they're going to get some money back for buying these luxury electric vehicles. I do know a lot of people who bought it last year, and even people who bought it like last week are very upset because immediately they woke up and their car is worth like what, $20,000 cheaper. It just says right here, the company dropped prices nearly 20% in the United States on some versions of the Model Y SUV, which is their top seller for the moment, because that Tesla truck is going to come out, and I think it is going to do some big numbers. And that cut will make more versions of the Model Y eligible for a $7,500 electric vehicle tax credit. So boom, it dropped its prices roughly a good little chunk, and then you're gonna get $7,500 back after the tax credit. So they're saving a lot of money, so it makes it more appealing. So even though so when the prices were high and they weren't selling as much, now the prices are going to be lower and they can sell a lot more to kind of like make up and even boost revenue a bit. A lot. So let's go back to Tesla. I want to show you this right here. We're going to go down. Oh, I'm sorry, not go down. We're going to go to investors. And you can see the Vanguard Group, BlackRock, Fidelity. All these companies are like, they're in there for the long run. I'm hoping. But even if not, we have some investor support in here. So the big dogs are holding this stock with us, of course. And you can see the analysts, 34 analysts says that Tesla is a buy. 34. That's a lot of analysts covering this stock. First of all, target price is 207%. The stock price right now is $122. So that's a good, what, 60-70% boost, increase. So it's got ways to go. So I'm continuing to buy now, because of course I'm not a financial advisor at all. So I'm just gonna continue to buy, fill out my position, so that way when it go to $207, I'm solidified. That's like almost a 100% gain almost. Yeah. And then once it go to 300%, it's even more. I might sell a few then at that point, take my initial investment out and let the house money just run for me. Right? So that's that one. My second stock. Oh, let's see year to date. Year to date, Tesla, because it's been 14 days. S&P 500 is only up, what I said, like 4% year to date. Year to date, Tesla is up 13%, crushing the S&P 500. Second stock, Planet 13. This stock gave me a nice little consistent run ever since Tuesday. No news came out at all. I think this stock is just recovering. You can see right here, 2 analysts has it as a buy. Target price is $1.60. So that's still about another, 60% up that it can go. Let's see how it did over the last 5 days. This stock has grown 7% this last week. Helped me out tremendously. Because, like I said, you seen Tesla on Tuesday, it gave me that bounce up. And then it kind of came back down a little bit, kind of did a little bit of sell-off, people taking profits and whatnot. But look at Planet 13. From Tuesday, it went up 14% since Tuesday. And it's been a steady climb. It's nice and slow. Now, no vertical. Stock market doesn't go straight up, straight down. It's going like a nice little, not vertical, but diagonal angle up. 2 analysts has it as a buy, of course, like I said. Let's check year to date for Planet 13. So far, year to date, Planet 13 is up 58.7%. S&P 500 only up 4%. Planet 13 is up 58. So it's all about the stocks that you're picking, and your price of entry. You gotta take the time. You gotta study. It's money to be made out here. It really is. I do believe that Planet 13 is in a position to grow in the long run, just like Tesla is, because as you know, marijuana is not legal federally. So this company is kind of like being held back. I don't know if you all watched that movie Unleashed with Jet Li, when he had the collar on, and then when he took the collar off, he's ready to fight. He's ready to take anybody down. That's how I feel about Planet 13. This company is a monster, and it's ready to explode. And as as states legalize it recreationally, and even like medicinally, but mostly recreationally, they're ready to step in and to start selling. They already have like contracts in process, so that way they can at least get the medical side set up. But then once it's recreationally set up, ready, then boom, they're already here ready for it. And so once it federally becomes legalized, I believe whenever that is, this stock, they're gonna take that leash off and he's gonna just explode. And I'm here for it. Don't forget, it was always the Jags. Yep. And I believe they have like a little institutional ownership. Yeah, it's not too big right now. But let's talk about my last one. My last company that's really been helping me out this week. Virgin Galactic. One of my personal favorites because it's so futuristic. Virgin Galactic. This is ticker symbol SPCE. And this is space tourism. There's only 3 companies right now messing with like space tourism. And one of them really is not even focused on it. So you got SpaceX, Virgin Galactic, Blue Orbit. SpaceX, that's Elon Musk. He's not doing tours right now. He's worried about Twitter and Tesla. But he says eventually he does want to get to colonize Mars. But right now, he's not doing anything for the public. And SpaceX isn't a publicly traded company. People who want to invest in like SpaceX usually goes and puts money in Tesla. Because he said he doesn't want to take SpaceX and like Starlink public until they are making money. They're positive revenue. They have money coming in. Because he says that us investors don't like companies that's not making money, which is true. So he doesn't want to worry about the stock dropping like that heavily. So he's gonna wait till they're profitable, and then he's gonna bring it to the public. So take SpaceX off. Let's do this finger. Blue Orbit. That's Jeff Bezos and Amazon. As you know, he took like William Shatner up to space, and they had a little fun, but Blue Orbit isn't really doing tourism just yet. Yes, he went up to space. Yes, he has the ability to, but he hasn't said much about when he's going to start, the prices, or if it was just for fun. But he's done it, but he's not really focused on space tourism. So let's, boom. There's just one more. Virgin Galactic, which was supposed to start their space tours in 2020, but they pushed it back because they wanted to get their spaceships or motherships like worked on. They wanted to fix them up because they wanted to have a quick turnaround time for their flights. They didn't want to fly some people out today and then have to wait 5 months to fly out some more people. No, they wanted to be a shorter turnaround time frame, and eventually, to be able to do multiple trips in a week, for sure. Eventually. So they pushed it back. Stock price kind of dropped a little bit. But guess when they pushed it back to? Q2 2023. Which is literally just a few months away. So let's look at this stock. 11 analysts are saying to hold it. Target price is $5.55. It's at $5.19 right now. The last 5 trading days, this stock is up 36%. 48% in the last 5 days. And you can see the biggest pop came on this Thursday, and that was a 21% pop. So you had Planet 13 start on Tuesday with their high rise. Tesla on Tuesday, high rise. Thursday, Virgin Galactic. And then at the same time, what you have to realize is on other days when the market was flat, getting like 0.8% or 0.6%, my portfolio was up like 1.5%. So my portfolio is really running. And let's see year to date how Virgin Galactic is doing. Year to date, Virgin Galactic is up 48%. Year to date. And let's look at one more thing. Because Virgin Galactic, they do more than space tourism for sure. They do have hypersonic speed traveling, I do believe. So they're trying to be able to get you from like New York to like, London, like 40 minutes. So they're working on that hypersonic flights as well. And if I'm not mistaken, they're working on like a hyperloop, kind of like what is in Futurama, where they got in that tube and they shoot. But except we're not gonna be in a tube. Well, it's gonna be a tube, but we're not individually gonna be in a tube. It's like a little train in the tube that's supposed to link up major cities across America. But I think that might be Elon Musk. I gotta do some more research on that to give you a better insight on that one. But let's look at this. A giant short squeeze is brewing in Virgin Galactic. Wow. And let's see, stocks jumping 14% in early trading. What day was this? Yesterday. The company reiterated that it expects its flights to begin in the second quarter of this year. Very good news. Additionally, the company has announced that Swami Iyer, its president of aerospace systems, has stepped down from his position as of yesterday. So he stepped down, yet the company is still flying. I'm sure next week that we're going to get a little sell-off, people taking profit because it has been running up. But normally when the CEOs and like top people in the company step down, the stock feels it a little bit. You feel me? The stock continued to run. And I just want to show you one more thing. Let's go to the last 3 years. Let's go to the last 3 years. Look at this high. $54. $59. What date was this? February 5th. June 25th. Both of them in the $55. It's at $5 right now. That's a 10 times growth rate on your money. And both of those times were space flights. I think the first one was when Richard Branson went up to space, and the second one was just another flight. No, wait a minute. No, it might be the opposite way. The first one was like a test flight to make sure it's going into space, to make sure everything's good. And I think the second one might have been Richard Branson. But either way, it shot up to $55 both times on one flight. Now you're telling me that they're going to have the tourism starting, they're going to have flights rolling back to back more often. This stock could fly. I'm ready. Like SpongeBob. 11 analysts are telling you to hold it right now. Are there any investors, any big investors? You got Vanguard. Ownership, 6.79% of it. BlackRock, another big dog, 6.46% of it. Morgan Stanley, 1.39% of it. Chase, 0.65%. Charles Schwab, 0.60%. Citadel, 0.55%. So they might not be heavily involved in this stock per se, but they have it. They don't want to miss that ship, I tell you that much. Are you going to miss a ship? We don't know. But did the market turn around yet? Or is this just a bull trap? I don't know. I can't guess the market. I can only react to the market. So if it is a turnaround, as you see, my portfolio is ready to go on. About to take a trip on that favorite rocket ship. My portfolio's gonna explode to the moon. But if it is a bull trap, it's cool because I'm just gonna continue to average my price down. So when it is the next bull market, my portfolio is gonna fly. So that's how I'm looking year to date, everybody. Those are my three movers. Like I said, going forward, after I fill out my Tesla and Google position, I am looking to boost up all of my smaller growth stocks. Planet 13 some more, Virgin Galactic some more, Charge Point some more. And then after I kind of get those sitting a little bit right, I brought my price down on all of those. I am going to finish my positions in Apple and Disney, filling those out. And those should take me through the next bull run. Lovely. And just another thing, one of my other portfolios, because my latest, smallest portfolio is starting to catch one of my other portfolios. And I'm just watching out for this because it has the potential to catch my main portfolio. And that number one holding in that one is Ethereum. And if you haven't been watching, Ethereum has been running lately. So it's just another thing to look at. If you're not in cryptocurrency, definitely take a look at it, do some research and whatnot. But thank y'all for rocking with me so far. Appreciate y'all.